And here is the crux of the problem. I can only get about 21 to 22 gold for every gold per turn. So we're sat on about 6,200 gold. It's not enough. It's not enough. All right, we'll get the deal going with Portugal, but we still need about 1,200 gold. So alas, I'm gonna have to sell my Diplo favor as well. There's no point saving Diplo favor to try and win a World Congress for points if I'm giving up points by holding on to my Diplo favor. Do you see what I mean? This is my only way to beat this AI, is just to go full in, go absolutely crazy. Also, if we could get another aid request on ourselves, I mean, that would be quite fun. Typically, Sweden can't afford everything. I'm gonna have to split this deal up into two. As mentioned before, yes, I know I could do trades and declare war on people, but we're not doing that. We're being good. We're being well behaved. Okay, Sweden can actually bankroll me quite well here. I don't even need to sell everything. We'll hold on to some Diplo favor. So what do we reckon? 12,000 gold? I think that's going to be about right. Again, just incredibly painful. I'll give one extra gold just to mean that I win in a draw. Thank you. Oh, gold is a problem. This is intense though. I am, like, there's a large part of me that is kind of enjoying this. So what are we going to do? How are we going to win this? Is it possible to win this? I don't know. Just don't know if this is possible. That's the best sort of game, when I'm genuinely having to play as hard and as well as I can, and I still don't know if it's going to be enough. All right, we overshot by about 600 gold, but honestly, it's fine because we earned some favor and we got 2 more diplomacy points. Now that extra favor should next turn catapult me up a little bit and get me closer to Mr. Khan, the diplomatic master of this game. We all know it. Mr. Khan, look at that grin. Look at that absolutely diplomatically wonderful grin. He knows it. Fight our way back into this, but we have to deal with Khan. We're on 15 points out of 20. Wouldn't it be great to have Statue of Liberty right now, hey? Wouldn't it be amazing? Yes, it would. Yes, it absolutely would. Alas, we do not have that luxury. Nice thing about what we're doing right now is we're just sort of chilling with a decent amount of science, and it's going fine. The Dutch now have 1,151. There's very little we can do about that. That's a lot of science. Congo is now on the moon. Tokugawa is on the way to the moon as well. Wilhelmina has nanotech. So Wilhelmina with Roman holiday, this is one of the most amazing things about this mod, has not missed nanotech. So the Dutch are now going to the Mars, to space Mars, whatever it is, to space Mars. That is a significant problem, especially because 111 strength walls mean there's nothing I can do. Like, there would be no way to attack the Dutch. I have no possibility of that at all. I just have to hope that I can win in the next 19 turns before they do, which quite honestly is looking unlikely. I think the Dutch might have this, so we're gonna have to just really hope. Keep everything crossed in the comments. I need it. I need the luck. Don't worry though, even if the Dutch have 120 strength walls, I have a battle guitar now. Yay! Which actually is a fairly decent thing. We are still struggling on era score, and ideally I would quite like to go into a heroic age if possible. I've got 2 sources of era score that I can unlock this age, forming my first battle guitar unit, which I don't think will take a huge amount of production. No, it doesn't. It just takes 20 horses, and I have no horses. My goodness, a Gran Colombia with no horses. What is this game? I can also put my unique improvement down. Oh, but I love it when you get these like random graphical glitches every now and then. It's like, yes, like a line of water appears on your screen. What are you going to do apart from panic? Hang on, how come I don't get the Nobel Peace Prize boost like Genghis did? I haven't gone up from last time. I don't know what this whole thing is with the Nobel Peace Prize, but I swear it's glitchy. It's been 12 turns and I've been generating more than 200, like 20 per turn. Like more. I should be on way more than that. I don't get how this works. I'm gonna have to Google it. I think there's a mechanic here that I'm missing, and I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. I disapprove. That's what this is. Me disapproving. Bissell Banking is still giving me quite a lot of stuff. Republican Legacy is still ticking us over into being happy just about. There are some better cards like colonial taxes I probably could make use of if I diverted my gold routes to Antarctica, which is a funny comment. Would that even work? This is all America. No, I own American Antarctica, so I am actually completely on one continent, so that card is totally useless. Just really need a golden age. I really need a golden age is what I need. I don't see a golden age happening anytime soon. I just have to suffer through dark ages the rest of this game. There's something delightful about finding a new city and realizing that it's making a modern armor army, because of course it is. Lovely. Keep the trade going. You can see I've got a little bit of gold coming in per turn now, but as I mentioned before, getting 200 gold per turn from Gilgamesh and Ramses before the next set of aid requests gives me me, well, not hope, but certainly like a bit of possibility. I really need America to get into some huge scrap that demands its attention. He's only got 251 military strength and he's at war with the Dutch. Come on, Dutch, go and defeat America. How much army have you got? 2,800. Go and kill America. Go on. Baltimore, Cincinnati, Washington, they're all so attackable from the UK. Go on, Wilhelmina. You know you want to. You know, if we could get another aid request going, that would be absolutely incredible. 2 in 1 game would probably be a bit too much to ask for, but that's a big population lost, and I can see a campus completely on fire. Everything in the campus is totally gone. Looks like it might be Rhodesia? Yeah, it certainly is. Oh, don't worry. The campus tile got a bit of science per turn, so it's all fine. Yeah, that's a bit melted, isn't it? That is a bit melted. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can call an aid request. Oh, it has been actually called, so we are going to meet very soon. Please let me have an aid request. It would be so much easier if I got America's 10,000 gold coming in per turn. Could you imagine? Yeah, it does pain me to take my production away from the aid projects for a little bit, but if I don't have this campus running, it's gonna just be on fire the whole time, and it makes me feel bad. I mean, look at it. It's just all burning. It's my research lab one as well. I'm pretty sure an aid request is not going to go through for me. But, oh, just imagine. Imagine a world where I get 2 in 1 game. It would be glorious. Go on, let's see what's up for voting this time. Aid request for Mali. I don't think Mali needs any more gold. And also for Indonesia. I mean, the thing is I can just vote as many of these through as I want and join in as many as I can. But as long as we have at least Russia, Spain, or America dumping production into them, it's beginning to get increasingly unlikely that I can win anything. Clearly, the volcano in Rhodesia wasn't enough, or it was too late to qualify for an aid request. I'd love to know the rules about which emergencies are triggered. I get the sense that there's quite a lot of RNG involved. Oh wow, one actually failed. Who voted down on this one? Please tell me that America voted down. No, America voted up. Of course they did. To be honest, I don't mind these little one-off requests. They give me much more flexibility to throw my money around. So if we win one of these 2 aid requests and the peace prize and then this aid request, that is now a path to victory. That would be turn 220. Are we going to be able to win by then? Or is Wilhelmina going to win because she's already going to Mars and all she needs is smart materials and the AI production will be enough just to race through some stuff? I'm sure we'll find out soon enough, won't we? Here is my unique improvement, by the way. You need to spam these out for them to be any good. They can be a little bit rubbish, but they do make plantations near them a little better. So there we go. We've got the era score. Era score is the main thing here. You know, I'm all for repairing campus damage from volcanoes. It's just one of my little manifesto promises. I will always try and fix a campus that's been incinerated by molten lava. But 2 turns and 4 turns? Goodness me, Rhodesia, what's going on? 7 turns for an aid project. Fine. Because you're wonderful, I'll do this. But honestly, actually, I've run out of coal. I've run out of coal, everyone. This is also quite bad. America, could you solve my coal problem, please? How much coal can I get for 100 gold? Like 6. That'll do me for 6 turns. That's great, thank you. I bought some more from Mali as well. It's all good. It's all fine. Oh, next time we'll find out if we've got oil. Oil might be quite a handy source of income, especially if my theory about Antarctica proves to be correct, which at the moment, again, not pointing fingers towards the 3 of you, you wonderful cities and supporters, but you are very much eating all of my amenities, and it would be great if you were all oily, just saying. Not saying that all of you would be improved with the addition of some oil, but that's where we are right now. Oh, Russia's going mental on projects again. Oh, I feared this might happen. Russia was absolutely ridiculous when they were going. I've moved up to 2nd. Every time I look at this peace prize, I swear it goes horribly wrong, so I'm trying just not to. There's no way I should be on that low, but whatever. 6 aluminium per ton I'm getting at the moment, and this genuinely is a fantastic economic source of gold right now. I mean, look at this. 22 aluminium for 28 gold per turn. That's 600. Divide that by 4. My 6 aluminium per turn is gaining me about 160 gold per turn. That's amazing. I'll take it. 160 gold per turn of secret aluminium fortune. Delicious. Now, I don't want to get too excited, but I think I've got oil, you know. 5 copies and 6 is coming in per turn at the moment. First of all, oh yes, I'm daft has some oil underneath the harbor. There's some off the coast as well. Rhodesia has some off the coast. Kalint AE has some off the coast. Kapayobi the Salty is settled upon some. So we have 2 sources available to us right now with another 3 in the ocean. Okay, well, economically, getting that out of the ground is incredibly important. I have got all of the steel that I need in terms of putting my Renaissance walls up, so there is no harm in now getting steel. So we're going to go steel, combustion, plastics. This will give me the offshore oil rig, and it'll let me get yet another source of economic gold into my nation. It also means, in theory, I could step away from a coal power plant and go to oil power. I would lower my environmental impact a little bit, although that's not a problem, seeing as the world is polluting very heavily, and I am not. But it would spread a little bit of love around my cities, which I haven't been able to do so far with production. The coal power plants have been slightly ineffective. Oh, I did another bit of spying and it worked. Let's go. Surveillance. Very good. We need another spy probably, but for now we're doing great. That's a cheeky settle, Fukushima, but look at that. They're losing the loyalty on it. What a shame. What a shame. The war between Korea and Japan, by the way, is brutal. Korea is having its cities flattened. Japan's having its cities flattened, but the stalemate continues. Actually, China has jumped in here and grabbed a city, so Kublai is getting involved with this as well. Kublai is at war with Korea. Oh man, I could see a superpower emerging out of this area. Sweden is also being destroyed. How long has Sweden got in this game? 2 cities. Debatable how long. Oh, you see, I was going to say I could trade a bunch of gold and then let them knock themselves out of the game, and then I get my gold per turn back. But I'm still paying 130 gold to Ramses, who left the game about 20 turns ago, so maybe that wouldn't work. Who truly knows? Who knows the whims that the AI works on, eh? Glorious Petra has hit 20 population. I think that's actually pretty impressive. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a lot of oil coming in per turn. It's a lot of aluminium coming in per turn. The iron is still coming in per turn. It all helps. It all massively helps. The war between Brazil and Mapuche, by the way, is getting increasingly heated. These Malon Raider armies are running around Brazil's land doing devastating raiding. Oh, I love Mapuche. I wish I could have a game with those raiders. There's so much fun. Soon. It's got to be on my list of things to play. Well, that is my capital, and this is the city with Liang in it, but it says 4 population lost, which is slightly worrying. Now, I know that my capital was on 20 population because we just got the achievement for it, so let's see how bad this is, eh? 3 population lost from Glorious Petra. Oh, 4, this is the problem with reinforced materials. A city's improvements, districts, and buildings cannot be damaged by environmental effects. The buildings can't be damaged, but the people can still burn. This is why I don't bother building Liang so much. I mean, people always say, oh, so you should get reinforced materials. I just lost 3 population. It didn't do anything. Everyone still melted. Like, my entire nation is now underneath lava. Oh dear, never mind. I'll get myself some tea. That'll help. Maybe and some coffee. Haha. Far away has America got now? Actually, they're only 8,000 gold away. They are not pulling away from me anymore. My production has increased slightly. I still need to generate, if I'm going to win both of these, in the region of about 16,000 gold as things currently stand, which may not be obtainable. My goodness, we're committed. We're going to try and do this where we can. Speaking of, let's just set up one of these mega deals again. I'm not using aluminium. I'm not using oil. I'm not using iron. And all of these luxuries are all spares. Come on, to the highest bidder they go. One fun thing that I did notice, we're still on course to actually take Grace Hopper. 2 randomly chosen free technologies. Hey, late game, that is something that works really, really well. Also noticed that there's 214 scientist points per turn from the Netherlands right now. They're trying to get Salam, Stephanie, Sagan, all very worrying scientists for the AI. The Dutch are on Mars. As soon as they get smart materials, the game could run out of time very, very quickly. I'm not panicking yet. I'm just observing. If one of these massive volcanoes or hurricanes or whatever doesn't trigger another major emergency, I don't know what will. Annoyingly, that hurricane just removed a bunch of improvements from my Hawaii city. Environmental disasters do this as soon as the global warming gets high enough, and you can see, yeah, it stripped away a bunch of yields from this island, as well as killing a population. That's not very nice. Not very nice at all. Hey, let's have an aid request. Another aid request. Oh, I'm available to call one. Right, I'm checking this every turn. All I need is to trigger this temporarily, because then I can start receiving any gold that America puts into the aid requests, and I can use that gold to then win them. Oh, Paul's School for Spies, have you done this for me? Are you the victory call for my empire? Cannot be called so soon after one just finished. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm keeping an eye on it, and we might have to wait a little while, but I think we can do this. Hey, look, it's Reina. We're trying to keep all of my cities as loyal as possible. Flying foot. Apparently your loyalty is pretty bad. It might be this Portuguese city here. Let's not worry about that too much. I'm am I suddenly not very happy? Oh, I see why. I don't have the amenities anymore from my units in my cities. That's unfortunate. All right, what else can I get? Military research for a tiny bit more science. Otherwise, triangular trade, naval infrastructure. Both of these are really good. This is giving me a huge amount of production. This is giving me stuff. I mean, maybe if my cities aren't going to be happy anymore, maybe we just now get rid of Republican legacy and I go in for something different. Problem is, there's not a huge amount of other cards that give me a huge benefit right now. Let's just rock that for now. Yeah, my cities are just going to be rocking on 4 or 3 amenities. It's fine. It's close enough. It's good. Kree is in space now. Everyone's in space. Why is everyone in space? Why am I not in space? Look, I'm trying to fix the world that we've got, you know? I'm wonderful. I'm the one here trying to save us from 5.3 degrees of global warming. Oh my goodness. That's pretty ridiculous. Let's not think about that too hard. Perhaps it's just because it's happening in my neck of the woods, but literally every turn right now, something big is exploding and lots of people are dying. It's like the Earth is like, hey, I've had enough of you now. Goodbye. Wilhelmina is now on smart materials. Okay, we're in the end game now. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. All I can basically do is ostrich my head in the sand and just do what I'm doing. Look how close the peace prize is now. We've up to 34. Just need as many alliances as we can get. Oh, I don't want to have to pay for an alliance. Why do some people insist upon payments for alliances? Fine, Aztec, you can have it. That's fine. Up to 35 diplo favor per turn with a little bit of carbon emission penalty, but not a huge amount. This -5 from owning, it's pronounced GIF, has very much sapped diplo favor the entire game, but I think it's 100% worth it. Now we're on combustion. Plastics isn't long now, then we can start selling vast amounts of oil from the open market. Lovely. Keep going. Keep boxing sandwiches. Keep sending them out. The world loves the Gran Colombian sandwich. It's known world over. We have to just stick to our guns. I really want to take over Nan Madol. I just don't have enough envoys. The game has gone crazy on them, as is usually the case. Sometimes what happens is when you have really few city-states and a bunch of civs, they all throw the envoys into the same city-state. I mean, look at that. This is where it would have been really funny to be able to get Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry could have rocked up and stolen the city-state and removed everyone's envoys, and we could have laughed, and it would have been really funny, and we would have gone, ha ha ha. Alas, not to be. 4 turns left, and America is only 9,000 gold. We've actually managed to peg them to 9,000 gold ahead, and I'm actually generating my own gold now. Look at this. Ignore the -307 I'm shipping out to Portugal every turn. Portugal, the Iron Bank of Europe, honestly. What is this? Peace? Nubia? No, don't be like that. Here's combustion. Now I can make tanks. I'd like to say that would be a good thing for me. I'm not entirely sure it is. Certainly it's just proof that the world is beginning to tech. I do realize, however, I have a bunch of trading to do again. Ah yes, my favorite time. Build up a trade deal and wait for about 7,000 hours for it to work itself out. Lovely. You know, we've actually been able to sort our production out almost to the point where I can keep up with America. Not quite, but almost, and it certainly makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to need about 21,000 gold to win both of these aid requests, I would predict. Something in the region of 21,000 gold. We'll see how we go. I don't know how obtainable that's going to be, but I have a bunch of gold per turn and 700 diplomatic favor in the bank. We're also still producing 6 aluminium, 6 oil, 4 iron, a bunch of resources that could be flogged if needed. Don't worry, I'm checking this every turn. Can't start it at the moment, but we can soon, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Once this one goes through, we should be able to put the next one through. Oh, that was turn 200, by the way. Did I mention this was turn 200? Goodness me. What a game. What a game. I mean, Wilhelmina hasn't quite finished the project, but she's almost there with turn 200. Frightening. As for stats overall, I'm on 52 techs compared to 77 for Wilhelmina. Yep, we've fallen a bit behind. Culture, I'm nowhere. Domination, I'm nowhere. Religion, I'm nowhere. But diplomacy. Diplomacy is where it all is. I mean, religion, again, I said this before, it's Eastern Orthodoxy. If this was to go through, if Theodora were to push her religion, she'd do really well. Hasn't quite happened today. Always remains frightening, though. 1 turn left. I think the oil is going to kick in just a little bit late, which is slightly unfortunate. Is it late? Or is it just exactly when it means to arrive? I don't know, but 1, 2 aid projects will be finished in time here. That's pretty cool. Come on, just keep up with America. Yeah, you know, we're hanging on to them. We really are hanging on to them. You can see it in the newest competition. It's actually now Kublai. Kublai is the one that's producing more than anyone else, but it's okay. Kublai is not involved in anything other than this one, and he doesn't have enough time to overtake America. So luckily the AI keeps changing their mind as to whether or not they want to go in on aid requests or out on aid requests. And I like that sort of indecision. That's where I thrive. Here you go. This is the turn that it all happens. As you can see, I am currently just under 10,000 gold behind America on this competition and about the same on this competition. We're currently on 15 out of 20. I need about 20,000 gold. We have 9,400. What I'm going to be doing is the usual. All luxuries that I can sell, all strategics that I can sell. Currently on 9,400. Let me sell this first lot and then we'll see where we are. So after all of that, we are on 10,700 gold. You can see the game wants to sell my diplomatic favor, but I would rather not for now. I want to hold on to it until the last possible moment. Let's instead see how much 384 gold per turn can be traded for. If it's currently at a rate of about 20 or 21, I hope we can get about 8,000 gold from this. Fingers crossed. 8,000 gold would get us most of the way there. Then we might need to sell a little bit of diplo favor, but we need to be careful of that because I still want to try and win the peace prize. And often you can kind of accidentally sway that in places. Oh, look at that. Yes, thank you, Aztec. I would love to be able to just trade my gold in one go so I don't have to wait for the game to generate a new load of deals. And here is Gilgabro. So we have 18,900 gold. Means I could give 9,000 each party. That would not quite be that. I do need to get to 20,000. All right. I think with the peace prize, as long as I don't sell it to Mongolia, Kupe, or Sumeria, those are the three. Those are the troublesome three. We'll sell 100. See if that gets me 1,000 gold. Okay, a little bit of trading with Sweden and Canada. We got there. Canada is, of course, one of the people that I need to talk to. We're going to give 10,000 to Canada, 10,000 to Mapuche. As ever, this remains a really, really annoyingly difficult thing to do, giving away all my gold. What a strange game of civ. This is philanthropy in civ form. All right, fingers crossed, eh? Fingers crossed. Well, here we go. Did we do it? Did we do it? We did do it. We overshot massively. Just under 800 gold of overshoot. And the next aid request, well, there's only one of them, and it's not for a little while. So I don't need to run aid projects anymore. We're on 19 out of 20. We need to try, if we can, to beat Genghis Khan. Oh, this is going to be so close. Yep, 19 out of 20 points. This might be it, which is good because AI is now rapidly winning. In fact, I'm actually going to go down and round my empire and liberate them all from aid projects. We don't need to, in fact, most of these don't even need to be finished anymore. Instead, we will build up the industry. Let's start to get districts up in all of their forms. Hey, can I have some of that gold back, Mapuche? Thank you very much. We've even got more lighthouses that we can now put up. Radiatore. Yes, that's exactly what we want to see. Start to get aerodromes done. Oh my lord, there's so much infrastructure that we were missing out on here. This is just great to see. This is just lovely. Okay, just the peace prize now. Just the peace prize now. We can do this. We can do this. I've just unlocked plastics, which means I can now send builders into this delicious gooey oil off the coast and then go and scoop it all up. Lovely stuff. I think it should be all fairly easy to go. Just need enough gold to actually buy the builder in. And look at that. Peace prize wise, we gained quite a considerably large amount of diplo from the aid request. So, well, we're now winning that one. You know what? I always forget to actually buy the builder in a Liang city. That would certainly help, wouldn't it? It's an extra charge there for everyone. What do we do now? Let's go combined arms. See if we can find some uranium. Uranium, myranium, everyone's ranium. I can also faith purchase in Grace. Oh, yes. Excellent. A little scientific surprise for the end of the game, hopefully. Thing is, I never want to get too excited because currently it says that I'm winning, but I don't trust this peace prize. I haven't since it started. I don't think it's adding it up correctly. I'm just treating that with a distinct amount of care. I'm also going to add a proposal for my own aid request yet again. Hey, look, if it's going to give it to me as an option, we're going to take it. Another lighthouse as well. Boom. Get that trade route going as soon as we can. Let's have a look and see what random techs we get as well. Advanced flight and synthetic materials. Nice. I probably could get a decent biosphere here, to be fair. It's enough tiles if I cleared them. These are 9 food volcano tile. Look at that. Oh, ignore the fact that the mine is smoking harder than the volcano is. Which is the true volcano? This massive lava-filled crucible or this stinky little mine? It's this one. One of the things I love about starting a new age is having to go through about 700 screens where people tell me either that they're disgusted with me, absolutely disgusted, or thrilled that I've hit a gold or dark age. Who really knows? Oh look, we are the most peaceful person person in the world. I mean, the amount of sandwiches we've shipped out across this continent, blimey. I like the idea of a sponsored vicious carrot sandwich. It makes you see in the dark and then punches you. Oh no, punchy flavors. Ah, that's what I should have gone for. That would have been way better. Oh, that's hilarious as well, because I won the peace contract. I actually got Abdus Salam. That is such a ridiculously advanced scientist. I love it. Oh my lord. Ladies and gentlemen, I actually genuinely didn't think I was going to win this. I was absolutely convinced. Like, no joke, I had been telling Sleepy throughout the filming of this series, prepare for a defeat. This is probably going to be one step too far, yet here we are. We are the people that mop up after the AI's chaos. We are the ones that produce the sandwiches. We have the diplomatic victory, and I know that a lot of people think diplomatic victory is one of those victory types that is a little bit fluffy. It's disconnected. It's on the edge of every other part of the game, a bit like religion, and if you know how to game the system, you can win it fairly easily. And yes, did I put disasters up on level 4 to make sure this was a possibility? I absolutely did. But I hope that I have shown you today, with the combination of Sid Meier level 13 AI and Roman Holiday's improved AI, well, they were going hard on diplomatic victory. I had every single one of my cities, every single one of them producing aid non-stop. And even then, I was, in most cases, at least 10,000 gold behind the AI running these aid projects. I have never had to micromanage my empire harder. That was the hardest by far diplomatic victory I have ever achieved. I love Roman Holiday's AI, but my goodness, is it disgustingly difficult. Oh my lord. We got Neville Chamberlain, peace in our time. That is so apt. I love it. Just the endless sandwich maker. Right. Buildings constructed. We actually constructed the 4th most out of everyone. It just shows how widely we settled. Cities captured. I actually captured quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4. Most of them were cities that had been lost to loyalty. Incans, Hawaii. There was a lot of stuff to capture and liberate, but we did it very fun. Cities founded. I had the 2nd most cities. Only Coupe and whoever this white person was. I mean, I'm not entirely sure. We've been checking for a while, I think. On the Tokugawa in Canada. They were the 2 that settled more than me, but otherwise we found our space and we earned it. Districts constructed. I really didn't do much, and because I wasn't conquering and I was running aid projects, that was pretty poor. Great people earned. Most of mine were my guaranteed ones. Number of combats, very, very low. Culture, I am down here. I barely scraped into the culture. Russia was winning that one. Faith, oh my lord, who was that? It's a bunch of projects being run there. I think, is that Sweden? Robert the Bruce. I don't know what was going on there, but we won't ask questions. Player gold, you can see, look, I was getting a lot of gold at one point, but I was just shipping all of mine away. Sad times. Science? I don't even see my line. It's in there somewhere. Score? There I am, kind of in there somewhere. Religions founded. They had all gone by turn 40. That's why we didn't try and go for one. Units lost? I think I did lose some units, but I don't know where. Wonders constructed. Look, I got 1. Yay! Colosseum. What a wonder to get as well. There we go. A musician, a scientist, an engineer, an artist. Let's see what we got. I'm actually genuinely curious. So this is our new Commandant General. Retires, gives me a governor title. Sure. That is Scott Joplin. Actually, you're really useful because you've got 3 works of music. Amazing. Salam. Again, actually ridiculously useful because you give me the eureka moment for all technologies from the information era. Yep, that's right. All of them. So if I was genuinely going for science, this would be really useful. Look at this. Telecommunications, satellites, guidance systems, lasers, stealth tech, robotics, nuclear fusion. Imagine if I was playing Babylon at that point. That's all I'm saying. And then Korolev. Oh, so I actually could rush a space project. Nice. And Angelica Kaufman. We'd have a bit of a fun time of loyalty, trying to work out who and where and why. What was going on. Heartbeat of Steam would probably be fine. There would be an aid request coming into the next Congress. We would be getting a little bit of gold. But to be honest, after playing this, there's an overwhelming sensation that I would like. Just to lie down, I think. My lord, what a way to have a 60,000 subscriber and 30 million view celebration. I hope you've all massively enjoyed this huge project. But before I sign off, I have to break something to you. Remember what I said right at the beginning of this series? Well, I was going to be playing this twice. This is not the end of this map or series. There is more to come. You think you've seen it all in this tiny Caribbean Gran Colombian nation? No. Oh, we have so much much more to do. So much more to do. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Civilized, Kappa Yobby Virani, The Uncivil Engineer, Lillian, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zersa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Bookaluke 79, Bob Loblaw, Davalex, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Hal Carnassus, Morax, Sinikush, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Kovuwu, Legally Trash, Is This Live, Twin Cam Inferno, Martin S, Minnow, Sorted Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Flower Power Bear, Poppy Dude. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!